An egg?
Looks like it, Sharma. Strange thing to fall from the sky.
Wait, I think the egg is hatching. Oh, it's a baby? It's crying. How do we make it stop? There, egg baby. It's gonna be okay. Thanks, Chocobo. You're a great help. Aw, he's a cutie.
Odd, though, isn't it? I'm fairly sure babies don't come from eggs that fall out of the sky. Wait, yes, that's it. This baby is... Could it be... Hold on. What did I just think of? What was I doing again?
Mayor Gale? Is something wrong? Huh?
What? What?
The baby disappeared into the whirlpool. Now what do we do? Look, Chocobo. There's something inside the egg. The egg contained a mysterious baby, but something else is hidden inside the shell. Oh, what a pretty brooch. You better hold on to it, Chocobo. I bet it's important. The brooch stopped glowing when I touched it, but maybe you'll have better luck. Chocobo got the brooch of memories. A brooch with an unusual shape. Press and hold left L1 and R1 in front of the black whirlpool to use it. Brooch of Memories is a key item that lets you enter a whirlpool of memories. When you approach someone with a whirlpool of memories above their head, a puzzle piece appears at the bottom left corner of the screen. While it's shown, hold it down at the same time to enter the Dungeon of Remembrance. Playing Path of Exile again, apparently. Please keep a tighter grip on your baby. Do not eat the baby into the darkness. I feel like that's a tip that should be spread to the Kingdom Hearts universe. I got buddy. Some enemies possess special characteristics different from Chocobo, such as acting only every other turn or taking damage from healing items. Pay attention to these special characteristics to gain advantage in combat. Okay, so change job, freelancer. There's a job system? Change job to freelancer. Okay, so we can't switch characters yet. So we're not really supposed to have alpha right now. But that's okay. Proper dungeon.
Finally, Chocobo. From now on, you can call me with this whisperweed. I'll be there in a flash. Now, I'm gonna give you a stunningly useful piece of advice. Lucky you.
When you're next to an enemy, press square to face it, Koopo. Well, that was easy enough. And I can also just bail. Goodbye, baby. Good luck. A savior from the skies. A prophecy, you say? Oh, my word. Buddies have the same level as Chocobo. Their level increases alongside Chocobos. Buddies collapse when their HP falls to 0, but recover when you advance to the next floor. Some buddies boast special characteristics or elemental weaknesses and resistances, so you can check status and buddy registry. Buddies' attack and defense stats are boosted by the equipment stats on Chocobo currently equips balance and saddle. Let's see. Essentially, the better equipment we wear, the better our buddies are. Move towards an adjacent buddy to push them in that direction. Hold circle and move to adjacent buddy to swap places with them. Only Chocobo can push or initiate a warp. Okay, we got an ether. And now the proper dungeon crawl begins! Leather Talons 1. Well, I should probably equip that, because that's gonna be better than the rusty MacGuffins. Yep. And then, murder. Did it reset my ability? Oh. Oh, items. Oh, won't let me do that. Well, that died fast. Whee. See, I haven't exactly played a whole lot of mystery dungeon games, but I've played enough similar. Occasionally you'll receive job points when you defeat enemies. Job points you obtain are applied to your current job. Collect job points to increase your job level and gain access to new abilities. I always like the Final Fantasy job system. I wish more of the Final Fantasy games actually had that. Buddy points. You also receive buddy points when you defeat enemies. Pick up buddy points to claim them. Buddy points are applied to all monsters of a given type. Oh, I've been skipping some tutorials apparently. Maybe? I don't know. For example, let's see, buddy points are acquired by defeating a steel bat, added to the bat category. Collect buddy points to increase your rank and become buddies with monsters of that type. Oh, so slight monster collection. You can't become buddies with enemies you've never defeated, even if you increase your rank. You can check your rank for each monster type and the number of buddy points required to reach the next rank in the buddy registry. Okay. I triggered an alarm. Might as well fight these guys. Come back. I wish to beat the snot out of you. So the alarm was meaningless. It looks like the enemies just kind of randomly spawn, too. I wasn't sure if this is one of those where we clear the level. Well, grab what I can, but let's keep going down. See, Freelancer gives good perks if they haven't changed it since the Wii version. Job you need is Dragoon, though. We'll see how it goes. Well, it seems everything turned out fine. In that case, there's nothing to worry about. And whatever it is gone. And Alpha is heckin' powerful. Makes my life easier. Hello. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to want to play this co-op. I can't imagine it plays particularly well. I could see it being kind of fun, but I could also seeing it being mostly tedious. Okay. Oh, so we're getting our HP back slowly here. Makes sense. I guess the trade-off is we're losing food. Oops. I left an item behind. You can now bring Goblin along as your buddy. I'm probably going to keep Alpha just because. Well, we'll see. A new day is dawning on our fair town. Food trap. Well, Alpha's just destroying things for me. Okay, so that's how I attack in a direction. Oops. There we go. Oh, if I hold R1... No, dang it. I was hoping I could hold, like, a button. Oh. No, there's a fast forward button. What I want is the button that... Oh, here we go. This is the button that lets me turn in place. I knew there was going to be a button for that. Well, we can't do this yet. There we go. Yeah, being able to turn in place is handy in these games. Instead of wasting an action moving around and whatnot. Leather saddle. I should probably throw it on at some point, but we're not taking enough damage to really warrant it. I just wanted to get the weapon, because weapon means speed. Get him, Alpha! I can do nothing. I'm just gonna be... here smacking things. Well, Mainly, I'm just kicking Alpha in the butt, and Alpha's doing the actual fighting. Oh, I see. Square to actually face the enemy. There we go. And my one other problem I have with Mystery Dungeon style games is it does actually take a decently long time to complete them. There we go. A big deal. But it's like, they are slow. It's part of the reason why I've never, like, picked up any of the Etrian Odyssey games. I know they're pretty fantastic, it's just a matter of... It's just a matter of, like, time and other things. I don't know. Okay, I think we got it. Is it open? Still farting. Well, so far everything is just easy peasy, so I'm just gonna keep rushing. Henceforth, I shall redouble my efforts to be the best mayor this town's ever seen. Hi. Alpha? Okay, there we go. It just doesn't even seem fair. Just kick the turtle shade in the face repeatedly. Well, let's keep advancing. It's easy enough. So it reminds me of the Digimon game on PS1. Yeah, Digimon World 2 is like this. Look at the precious child. I propose we'll call him Raffaello. Yeah, I could never get into Digimon World 2, personally. Mainly because you had to get some kind of, like, drive that let you walk around longer, before actually doing the first dungeon or something. Like, there was a timer on it, and it sucked. The dungeon crawler that I played was it Evolution? On the, I played Evolution on the GameCube. Never beat it, though, but still. Obtain a job memory to gain the ability to change its corresponding jobs. Changing jobs will affect Chocobo's appearance, status, and abilities. You can change jobs by examining change crystals in dungeons. Neat.
Chocobo! Chocobo! Cool?
Do.
There is only one thing, one rule that must absolutely be followed, and that is to forget. When you forget, conflict, anger, sadness, everything's wiped clean away. But when you remember things, it only brings disaster. And as mayor, inviting disaster is unacceptable. Yes, oblivion is a virtue. My name is Gale, and I am this town's mayor.
What's going on? Everything's turned white! Chocobo! Baby! Oh, thank goodness you're alright! Thanks, Chocobo. You're a lifesaver. Gear! Huh? That's my name.
Right, I remember now. This baby, his name is Raffaello.
Mayor Gale?
Yes, indeed. I've remembered something I'd forgotten.
But the baby only just appeared from the egg. Why would you have a memory of that? Hello? Chocobo!
Now that you mention it, perhaps it is a little odd. Nevertheless, I'm sure that...
Wait, that's it! If Mayor Gale can remember something by being around the baby, maybe Sid will regain his memories too! Chocobo! Raffaello! Let's get back to the farm!
Oh, I've remembered something else. Something important. I've left the storage facility locked this whole time. There we go. Now the storage facility is back in business. Yes, Deet? Is something the matter? You bet there is, Mayor Gale. You weren't supposed to come here until everyone forgets stuff again. I'm trying to get everyone to forget about my tab, see? Oh, Deet, some things never change. Anyway, I'm sure Blaru with the storage hasn't forgotten. That should take care of that. Aw, man, how am I gonna pay this month's bills? Oh, right, I can actually sprint in town. It's kind of nice. Okay, so we can just go right in here. There's another one.
Thank you!
Hi there! Thank you for your custom. They call me Noiru, and I'm a traveling merchant. Find any trinkets on your dungeon crawls, and I'll give you pretty penny for them. Of course, I got plenty wares myself, I do. So, what are you buying? Alright, so, thank you kindly. Anytime, friend, anytime. Let's see. So, let's quick go over what my equipment is. So, most of this is probably meaningless. I'll grab what I can. Looks like we can hone it as well. Make things better. Okay.
Thank you!
Let's sell. My pouch is pretty garbage. Okay, good. Inventory management is quick. Let's see. Probably gonna get rid of some of the ethers. I don't need as many of them. Gessel greens are helpful. I'll hold on to a potion. I'll hold on to a potion and ether. Unfortunately, right now my inventory space is bad. Ooh. You can pick up a spell.
Hello, Chocobo.
Hello, I'm Blaru. I manage the storage where you can leave gear and items for safekeeping. There's nothing wrong with Gesselt greens, but I'm really getting into fish these days. If you happen to catch anything exciting, bring it to me, would you? Anyhow, we ought to get down to business. Shall I hold on to anything for you? Okay, you can put items and gil into storage. When your HP is reduced to 0 and collapse, you'll lose the gil and unequipped items he's carrying. Or he won't lose anything in storage, so it's best to leave valuables for safekeeping. Got it. Okay. So let's go sprinting. I'm so glad we can go fast. Admittedly, I think we have the speed mode here, so we could also use that. Oh, right. We've probably well passed our FTC guideline mandated requirement to say that Square Enix gave this game to me for free. Thank you. I'm sorry. These are not humble brags. They are just required. Receive letter. Chocobo obtained Mayor Gale's letter. Dearest Chocobo, I trust that you've been enjoying the fine weather as of late. Now, I have a favor I wish to ask. About how I remembered that thing I should not have. Please forget it happened. After all, as I always say, oblivion is bliss. You are a scum. Wait, what are you? First, be sure to chat up everybody. You never know who's got some useful tips for you. So, talking to the people you see is adventuring tip number 1. Bye. Okay, so that's where the garden is. So why not put that at the bottom of the screen? You know, honestly, I could do that. And it's all true, Aunt Stella. Can you believe it? Of course, dear. I believe what you've told me, though it's still pretty incredible. Stella. My word, he's learned my name already. Stella! Haha! Oh, I simply melt whenever I see a baby's adorable smile. Auntie, do you think Raffaello and Chocobo can work together to help Sid get better? There's only one way to find out for certain. Dada. Ugh. Come on, Sid. Think. Too much thinking. No, stop. Don't force yourself. This isn't working at all. Can you two do anything? I really wish this was fully voice acted, as opposed to partially voice acted. I would rather games have no voice acting or full voice acting. This business drives me nutters. He went back inside. Go get him back, Chocobo. I guess I have to hold it in. Or hold both down? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Words! I wish to dungeon crawl. I wish to crawl your dungeon, if you know what I mean. Onwards, Sid! Some of Chocobo's talent brands have certain abilities possess elemental properties. There are 8 elements in total, and they interact with each other as follows. So fire is good against ice, which is good against wind, which is good against earth, which is good against electricity, which is good against water, which is good against fire, and then light and dark affect each other. Some enemies possess resistances or weaknesses to certain elements. Attacking an enemy's weak element increases the damage dealt, and resistant reduces the damage dealt. Learn to gauge enemies' weaknesses or resistance based on the how the elements interact.
The amazing Dungeon Hero Chocobo! Get ready for today's Whisperweed transmission. It's at...
Oh. Interesting, it faded the dialogue out instead of just cutting it off. Anyway, he said it's advice time. At the beginning of a dungeon, you can use a change crystal to change your job. If you make the most of your abilities, dungeons will be a snap. There are 1,000,001 different types of abilities. Special attack abilities can crush your foes. So I can become a knight. I think I'm going to stick freelancer for now, just because the damage is not that different. And I don't know, can you mix and match abilities from different classes or not? An airship, like a boat that flies through the sky? How cool, someday I'm going to fly too. Okay, get a dispel book. Eventually, yes. Okay, because that was my favorite part of Final Fantasy Tactics. Was actually mixing and matching various job abilities to make a particularly beefy combo. Good morning! It's back to the bomb. Okay, there we go. The easy peasy. And we rank up! Oh, so we can now bring Steel Bat along as a buddy. I'm probably going to largely stick to Alpha, but I might look into some kind of ranged attacker if they exist, because that might not be a bad idea. Maybe, or like a healer? Did you go looking for Grandpa? He'll come back, won't you? Okay. Oh, that was a trap. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, it's a thing! Walked up to it like a wing nut. Dude, Final Fantasy Tactics was super painfully slow. Took forever per battle. I didn't mind it so much, but then again, Final Fantasy Tactics was... I've forgotten the map. Oh no! I would play it on road trips and stuff. I also played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, which wasn't so bad. I want to say the OG Final Fantasy Tactics was a little tougher and slower, but I could be wrong. The other thing, I guess, about the Final Fantasy Tactics games is, like, I played them when I was younger, when, like, I only owned a handful of games, and so... you know, games that took forever were good. You know, between Baldur's Gate and Final Fantasy Tactics, I pretty much was set video game-wise for a considerable amount of time. Whereas, like, in, when I was... Well, now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, short games, yes! You know, games that I can beat with an X amount of hours, because I don't have to worry about, you know, I don't have to worry about not finishing. You got teleport wings. Anything else? No. At least the overall gameplay on this is pretty quick. I actually have to face the enemy. I can't just mash buttons if they're in my general vicinity. I guess it makes sense. That's okay, we'll go fast. I'm assuming I can eventually just start grinding as necessary, if I want to. The Tower in the Sands, is that where you are? This poor sleeping goblinoid. I need, like, a charge move. I assume that's what Dragoon is for. Makes sense, too. 100+ hour games, best bang for your buck. Long as there's a lot of content, not just a grind-a-palooza. I mean, even grind-a-paloozas were pretty satisfying, depending on the game. I'm a huge fan of the Disgaea series for that exact reason. I can't tell you how many hours I sunk into Disgaea 1 and 2 on my PSP. Was 2 on the PSP? I think it was. Why did I do the thing that I just did? Oh, hey, free healing. Sweet. Let's see. Wow. Damage. Let's see. But yeah, I sunk a load of time into Disgaea 1 back when I was younger. To some degree, I wish I had played games with more variety. But now that I'm older, it's not so bad. I don't know. I guess I'm more or less making up for that lack of variety. No problem. As I get older. I mean, how many different types of games have I played today? I played like a weird Terraria-like. I've played, well, this, and then I played a combo pseudo-Metroidvania slash... It's like part Metroidvania, part like isometric action game. It's interesting. Let's see, what was it called? Master Blaster. Master Blaster 02. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm having fun with this, too. Is a healing trap really a trap? Eh, why not? There's enough timeless power there to make an airship fly, right? You're using time magic to make an airship fly? That seems wildly irresponsible. It's like powering my car with wishes. I wish for my car to be infinitely fueled. It seems like a gross misuse of abilities. Like, by driving my car, or by flying this airship, time's just gonna get kind of... Time and causality is just gonna get busted as I go by. Oh yeah. We could use some food. I was kind of hoping for a Healy trap, but... Oh, couldn't carry polishing cream. It's a good time for some Gessel greens. Probably figure out... What does polishing cream do? Let's actually equip some better equipment. Because that's the other thing I can do. See, teleport from the dungeon. Strengthens equipment. Okay. So polishing cream is like a... upgrade material. Okay, 3 out of 3. Well, we might as well use it on these. Now, is it temporary or is it permanent? Oh no, it made it +4. Okay. Well, we might as well go bananas with this for now. Do a buttload of damage. What else? How else would you fly? Wander hydrogen gas? That'd just be a fire hazard. Honestly, I'd rather have a burning airship than, I'd rather have a burning airship than one that wrecks causality just by existing. That just sounds irresponsible. Oh, More castle grains. Let's see. More polishing cream. Dang. They really want me to upgrade stuff here. Let's see. And people are talking about Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, the human ninja... Oh, Mama, let me come too. I want to help you find Grandpa's dream. Let's see. I really like some of the interesting combos in Final Fantasy Tactics. I've actually always been a little disappointed in the rest of the Final Fantasy series for not really, like, following up, I guess. Okay, so I can't do anything with the Bejeweled collar, but I guess we'll just hone the leather saddle. Like, Final Fantasy X-2 had really interesting class stuff. And I liked the customization in 12. But it didn't feel as deep as I wanted it to be. I guess would be the phrase I'd use. Let's see. What other... the sphere grid system in 10 wasn't bad. That had some interesting applications. But now that I've been playing, like, Path of Exile, I realize it was a little shallow. The main problem is just, like, with a lot of those, it's just like, here's one that just gives you extra stats. And, like, extra stats doesn't really mean much. And I cleared out my inventory before I even did this, and we're still going. Let's see. Oh, there's, like, slots in there. That's interesting. How do I get rid of something? Rusty saddle, place. Okay. Yeah, the problem is I'm not taking enough damage, so none of this feels threatening enough to, like, warrant use of ethers. Well, that's okay. I'm sure it'll get harder as we go along. We could not carry leather saddle 1. Okay. Just drop that. And let's go fight the boss. Maybe I'll actually use some items along the way. Let's see, you can kick items to do ranged attacks. Good to know. What's the matter with you, buddy? You all alone too? Items. Kick. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Andrew Shade uses seeds. Oh no, I've been seeded. Kick. And it's dead. Well, that's easy enough. I mean, that's generally how these games go anyway. And I think we're done. Hope we're done. Hey, buddy, it looks like we finally found what we've been searching for.
The amazing Dungeon Hero Chocobo! Get ready for today's Whisperweed transmission. It's at...
Sorry, I'm just skipping his Whisperweed thing. Seen any purple items? Purple means they're unidentified and you don't know what they are, Kupo. Use appraisal glasses on your unknown items to know what you're dealing with. And haven't found any purple items yet. Baby noises. Baby noises. Baby noises. Chocobo noises. I'm gonna skip those. I hope none of you guys mind. It's all gibberish anyway.
The tower in the sands. That's the last place anyone ever saw my grandfather. The mystery of the airship right within my grasp. The trail of clues all ended here. But this was my grandfather's dream, and my father's after that. I'll never give up. The whole reason I became a treasure hunter was to find it, to find them. That's right. My name is Sid, the great treasure hunter Sid.
Oh, of course, I remember now. We were going to the timeless, going after the timeless power and ended up at the Tower of Sands. Tower of the Sands. Whatever happened to us must have happened to Irma and Volg, too. We should look for them, but man, it sure feels good to remember things again. I'm just glad it worked. Make sure to thank Chocobo and Raffaello, okay? Stella, Sherma, Chocobo, thanks a bunch. And this kiddo's Raffaello, huh? Thanks to you, too. Dada! Well, it's getting late. How about we all turn in? Okay, good night. Good night. You can now bring Sid along as your buddy.
Ring
Buddy.
out, spell of oblivion! Ring out!
Oh, that texture that just goes down looks bad. I'm enjoying this so far, but I do really wish... Oh, Chapter 2, Fires Quenched, Memories Rekindled. I do really wish they had actually made like a full modern thing as opposed
Stella,
to a remake.
We're not just looking for the timeless power. I'm also searching for word of my grandfather, Glenn. Is there any place in town where I could find clues to either of their whereabouts?
I don't know that much about the town, to be honest. Why don't you try asking Mayor Gale? I haven't been to Lost Time proper in forever and a day, but maybe you'll find something in the residential district?
All right, I'll go check it out right away. I appreciate the tip, Stella.
I'm glad to see Sid with a little pep in his step.
Chocobo! Aunt Stella! We've got trouble. Raffaello's gone!
He can barely crawl. He can't have gotten very far.
I'll go search in town!
All right. Be careful. I'll check here around the farm. Chocobo, would you help me look?
Yeah!
Thanks. All right, let's get going.
Is no one gonna mention that the kid called Sid Dada? I mean, we'll see. My bet is Sid had a time baby, sent it back in time to help himself do something. I don't know. I don't really know. I kinda wish I could, like, sit on the couch or something. Can I... Anything in the pot? Man, I'm so messed up by, the old Dragon Quest Monsters games. You'd always check pots for tiny metals. These things were rare as shit and so necessary. Hello. Enter the dungeon, part 4 out of 5. Tools of the trade, don't let items go to waste. Won't do any good for you after you collapse. Potions will heal you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, that's fine. Anyway, let's save.